Hello everyone, Thempire Ian here. We have a pretty big announcement of a new TCG archetype, but first I have a couple of cards that I have missed out on in the last little bit. This one, I don't even know how I missed it, Yugioh, the Iron Giant Djinn. I somehow just missed out on this guy, despite the fact that it was part of the set I should have read about when I did the Memento Tlan video. But yeah, so this is Yugioh, the Great Djinn of Steel, or the Iron Giant Djinn. Level 10 Earth Illusion Effect Monster. Now this is weird because this is a machine. Like, this is clearly a machine. And it says machine right here. But now it's an illusion. What is illusion? Illusion is supposed to be like things that are like fake. Like the idea is like things that are dreams or mythical beasts or whatever. So like illusion as a type can literally just be anything. It can be, you know, a mythical beast, the chimera. It can be a giant insect thing. It could be a robot. It can be Diabel Star's girlfriend. It could be anything. What identity does illusion have as a typing? None. Not really. Anyways, it's got a big defense and it's level 10 Earth, but not a machine. You can use the second and third effects card once per turn. If this card battles a monster, neither can be destroyed by battle. This has the illusion effect. If your machine or illusion monster battles after damage calc, you can target one of your monsters as banished in your graveyard, special summon it. That's like, that wouldn't be bad if this guy was a machine monster. If this card is banished from the field, you can special summon it. That's like, like, obviously this card is not very good. That's probably why it was so easy to miss. By the way, I hope you're liking the new larger, I zoomed in a bunch, so now you can get a better look at everything, including the card text. Maybe you can actually read that on the screen now. Alright, and then we have one that was released just today. So this is actually one I didn't have a chance to miss out on yet. But yeah, this is a new level, a rank 10 guy. Technologue Valdrath, which is just a cool name. Really nice, simple, and cool. A level 10 Dark Worm Ixies, 3000 attack and defense, 2+ level 10 monsters. You'll use the first, second, and third effects of this card's name each once per turn. When your opponent activates a card or effect, quick effect, you can attach a material from this card, negate the activation, and you can attach one more material from this card to destroy one card on the field. Wow. That's really good. This is kind of crazy, actually. Obviously, it works in Earth Machine because Earth Machine does not lock you before you'll be able to get access to a rank 10. So it's just a nice generic negate. It's an Omni too. Like that's level 10 is a little bit of a steeper cost. Like 2 level 10 monsters is a little bit of a steeper cost than, like, say, Barone. Like, it's obviously supposed to be like a new Barone because it's, you know, got the 10 thing going on. But like it's a little bit less good than a 10 because level 10 or a rank 10 is a little harder to get than a level 10 synchro monster. Anyway, at the start of the damage step of this card with materials attacked, you can destroy one card in the field. Cool. It has another destruction effect. It is Ixie summon card is destroyed, you can destroy one card in the field. It's got 3 destruction effects. Wow. But you know what this card is actually not bad in? Surprisingly enough, it's actually not bad in Sacred Beasts. Sacred Beasts actually can play this card. You have access to get 2 level 10s in one turn. 3 is a bit of a stretch, but you can like reasonably consistently get 2 level 10s on the field with the new Yubel cards in the mix, and the new Phantom Beast guy. So there is a way to get 2 on the field to make this, and then this detaches 2 of them into the graveyard. And you can use them in the graveyard to make the big 10,000 attack guy. And the card to do that is searchable with the new Phantom Beast guy. Or that's not Phantom Beast, it's whatever, Phantom Fiend or whatever. Dark something beast. There we go. Dark something beast. That's what they're all called. It's like, or Chaos Summoning Beast, you know, that's that kind of thing. Hey, wait, this guy's called Doomsday Super Beast. So that's neat. Alright, next up we have the main event, Ashened, the world premiere archetype from Phantom Nightmare. This is our TCG exclusive archetype. Now, one thing that what we do know ahead of time is that it is a Pyro archetype, and it is something kind of Dark Soulsy. The art looks spectacular. I think the art is incredible. Whoever they got to do the art for this, brilliant. What we also know, though, is that TCG archetypes are very rarely good on release, and even after the second wave, they usually get a pretty disappointing second wave, and they have to be fixed by a card from the OCG. I guess let's see if that's the case for this one. They've been hyping it up pretty hard, so this might actually be a good one. We had a whole 5-minute and 30-second video about this one. Ashens! Yeah, it's an archetype all about the YouTuber Ashens. Alright, come on.
The key cards for the new Ashen theme are Vados, the Eruption Dragon of Extinction, and Obsidian, the Ashen City.
That one kind of looks like shit.
First, since it's a monster you might see even outside of Ashen decks.
Oh boy.
Vados can spring out of your hand as a quick effect to lay waste to any card in the field zone. When you use this effect, you special summon Vados to your opponent's field, destroy the card that was targeted, and then you can either add to hand or set an Ashen Continuous Trap from your deck. There are many field spells out there that add a monster from deck to hand and set off entire combos on their own.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
A quick effect way to
one of them's called Fire King Island.
That can be very useful indeed. But what about the big monster you leave your opponent with? Your opponent will be hard pressed to use Vados to advance their strategy, because if it goes from your opponent's field to your graveyard, you can use it to destroy all monsters on the field. The Ashen field spell is Obsidian, the Ashen City. If it's destroyed or banished while it's in the field zone, you get to special summon an Ashen monster from your deck. Destruction is preferable, as Obsidian can return a copy of itself from your graveyard to the bottom of your deck to let you draw a card during your end phase. There's one more line of text there at the start, which will be important momentarily, but at the most basic level, what you want to do is put Obsidian on the field, then destroy it with Vados, special summon Vados to your opponent's field, get an Ashen Continuous Trap from your deck, and special summon an Ashen monster from your deck.
Okay.
All of the Ashen monsters can be special summoned from your hand.
Oh wow, look at that art! Incredible.
The King of the Ashen City,
big guy,
and other Ashen monsters into battle. The basic version of the effect special summons from your hand. But if your opponent controls a monster with 2800 attack or more, like Vados, you get to special summon from your deck instead.
I see.
A king with a massive dragon-sized problem is often in need of a hero to deal with it. As a quick effect in the main phase, Hero of the Ashen City can destroy any pyro monster.
These guys have kind of generic names.
Then, if it destroyed Vados,
keeps the text
you can
short
place
though.
An Obsidian from your deck into your field zone. This is also where the first line of Obsidian comes into play. During your turn, it greatly expands the reach of which monsters your hero can strike down by changing your opponent's special summon monsters into pyro monsters. Finally, the last of the Ashen monsters in Phantom Nightmare.
She's so pretty. Oh my god, she's so fucking pretty.
You can add any other Ashen card from your deck to your hand. I think you'll find yourself using this to
it's also she's a Bonfire target, so rip Bonfire.
You can also grab any of the other Ashen monsters. As long as Obsidian is on the field, having the King or the Priestess is the same as having all three. King can special summon Priestess, who adds Hero, or special summoning Priestess lets you add King, which special summons Hero from the deck.
But also Hero doesn't get any of the other two, so
you can set this trap card directly from your deck.
That's true.
So if you destroy your opponent's field spell on the first turn of the game and give them Vados, they now have to deal with the fact that you can just take it back from them on your turn if they leave it on the field, or if they get rid of it, you can wipe out all monsters on the field, add Vados back to your hand, give it over to them again on your turn, and then take it back from them with the trap. In the process, your opponent's monsters will lose 2,800 attack points, likely leaving them with nothing. A successful strike with Vados and all three Ashen monsters will deal exactly 8,000 damage. You'll be putting your opponent in
That's
a
funny.
spot from the word go.
I actually really like that. That's cute.
I've spoken a lot about the importance of both Vados and Obsidian. So
oh my
I'd be
god, look at these cards.
This highly convenient card that could get them both in a flash.
Look at these cards, dude.
It's a quick play spell that puts Obsidian directly on the field, on either player's side of the field. Then, if your opponent controls a card in the field zone, you can add a level 5 or higher Dark Pyro monster.
I also like that they're Dark Pyros. That's so interesting.
The obvious choice is Vados.
Yeah,
This is Awakening of Vados. But keep in mind, you can grab King of the Ashen City or Hero of the Ashen City as well.
And that's it, because there are no other Dark Pyros.
To achieve victory. All of these cards are easy to get out of your deck, and in addition to using the in-theme cards, you can use Bonfire. Priestess of the Ashen City.
$100 card. Just play it. Just play it, idiot.
Deeper into your deck, since all your monsters are
available
dark.
now in Wild Survivors. Great. I'll make sure to go grab a box of Wild Survivors. I'm not playing Allure. I hate playing Allure so much. All right, I did not process a single word of that, so we're gonna read the cards real quick. All right, level 9 Dark Pyro effect. Okay, so during the main phase, the card is in your hand. Quick effect: you can target one card in the field zone, special summon this card to your opponent's field, and if you do, destroy that card, and then you can add to your hand or set one Ashen continuous trap from your deck. This card is sent from your opponent's field. You destroy one. Okay, so that one we got a pretty good understanding of. I like that it sets the continuous trap. This card seems like all right. It could potentially see play as like a hand trap, especially in conjunction with some of the poopy, awful doo-doo crap floodgate cards that just got limited to 1, which is good that they did that, I guess. I don't think it was specifically for this, but like, yeah, good that they did that. Otherwise, this deck would be unbearable. King of the Ashen City. Look at him. He's a dude. Alright, if Obsidian, the Ashen City, is in the field zone, you can special summon this card from your hand. You only special summon King of the Ashen City once per turn this way. During your main phase, you can special summon one Ashen monster from your hand, except for King. Or if your opponent controls a monster with 2,800 attack or more, special summon from your deck instead. You can only use this effect once per turn. Okay, so that... It kind of seems like slightly better King's Knight, but, you know, we'll see. If Obsidian, the Ashen City, is in the field zone, you can special summon this card from your hand. You only special summon Hero of the Ashen City once per turn this way. During the main phase, quick effect, you can target one power monster in the field, destroy it, and if you destroyed Vados by this effect, you can place one Obsidian from your deck face up in your field zone. You can only use this effect once per turn. This doesn't seem very good. This is probably just going to be a one-of that you can search off of King. You know, summon off of King, or... As our friend Billy Break told us, summon off of, or get off of Priestess. If Obsidian, the Fashion City, if Obsidian, the Fashion City, is in the field zone, you can special summon this card from your hand. You can only special summon Priest of the Ashen City once this turn, or once per turn this way. If this card is normal or special summon, you can add one Ashen card from your deck to your hand, so it adds the entire archetype. That's neat. It's not just monster, it's monster or spell or trap. Only uses once per turn. Of course, you know, the big guy searches the trap, so I don't know that we do go for the trap. I don't know. Obsidian, the Ashen City. Field spell. Face up special monster you control can become Pyro during your own turn only. Again, this would be really terrible if those 3 neat little traps were available. I mean, I guess they are, because they're still at 1 each, so you could play each one of them. I think each one of them is really fucky under this weird effect. You can only use each of the following effects of Obsidian, the Ashen City, once per turn. During your end phase, you can target one Obsidian, the Ashen City in your graveyard, place it on the bottom of your deck, then draw 1 card. So it only does the draw during the end phase, so I guess make sure you have lots of non-engine to draw into. If this card in the field zone is destroyed or banished, you can special summon an Ashen monster from your deck. I feel like this could be more busted, and it would be fine, but... Alright. Quick play. Place Obsidian, the Ashen City, from your deck face up in either field zone, and then if your opponent controls a card in their field zone, you can add 1 level 5 or higher Dark Pyro monster from your deck to your hand. Yeah, fuck you, Fire King Island, I guess. Is there any other deck that's playing a field spell? I'm trying to think if there is one. Pearly? I guess Pearly plays a field zone? Field spell? Yeah. Okay. Maybe you play the Valance. you play the Valance field spells to get one on your opponent. Wait, no. You play you play the one of. I guess it's just a one of, so you probably have to play more than just that. But set rotation would be pretty funny. This card is like Okay. Wait, for the rest of this turn, you can't special for the extra stickers. Oh, except pyro monsters? Gross. I don't know about that. When this card is activated, you could add Vados or one Ashen monster from your graveyard to your hand. You could target one face-up monster your opponent controls that you own. Take control of that monster, then you can make all monsters face-up monster your opponent controls lose attack equal to the target monster's original attack. This attack change lashes until the end of the turn. You can only use this effect once per turn. I really want to like these cards, but they're not that good. There's potential. There's potential for sure. I feel like there's the makings of something here, but it's not quite there yet. As we say with all TCG exclusives, maybe they'll get better with the second wave of support. I like that there's a lot of like one card starters in the deck. I just think the game plan is a little too linear, and it just is completely inflexible, right? The game plan is get a field spell on field, Vados, destroy the field spell to summon, or use the quick play to get the field spell, or it's like there's it's very consistent. It's extremely consistent. But you know what else is extremely consistent? Flame Swordsman. Do you think Flame Swordsman is meta? This is better than that, I think. Yeah, I mean, just the existence of Vados on its own is better than anything Flame Swordsman has. But that's all I can say, really. What does this do again? It makes them all lose attacks, and you go battle, but it doesn't turn off any of their effects. And there's no negation in the deck. There's no banish in the deck. It's all destruction. There's no bounces. It's all destruction. It's not very much destruction. And then it's lowering their attack points and not their defense points. They only lose attack points. So if they're in defense mode, get fucked, idiot. Oh, no, I don't think so. Like I said, shows potential. Shows potential, but no, I don't. There's some neat little things though, like say you get Vados onto field, it pops the Ashen City, then you lose. Wait, no, you Ashen the City for. I guess. Wait, I guess you'd have to go for hero or king, because you can't special summon these guys if you don't have the field spell in your thing. I guess. Wait, no. You go for priestess, right? You go for priestess, and then you get the field spell, and you just yeah, because you don't really need the quick play. The quick play is not. Once you already get your starter going, you don't need the quick play, right? So yeah, you field spell. You set up the field spell somehow. You hope that you drew Vados. Then you Vados the field spell, popping it, and then it summons priestess. And you then add the city, and you hope that you have drawn hero or king. But it's in this line I'm trying to imagine it's hero specifically. Hero effect to pop Vados. Vados destroys everything. And by the way, this had to have happened without any of it interrupting, without any interruption for your opponent to stop any of this from happening. An Ash Blossom ruins this. And Ash Blossom does ruin this. By the way, you get to set that continuous trap. Isn't that neat? But yeah, you pop Vados with Hero, and he destroys the field, which only makes sense to do if your opponent actually has stuff on field. So you've got to be able to play through stuff, and I don't see any way in which the deck plays through stuff. But then if you do destroy Vados, he destroys all monsters on the field. Did he destroy all monsters? Yeah. So he doesn't destroy the field spell. And then you get the field spell from the grave off of the effect of Hero, who is now destroyed by Vados' effect. The more I look at these cards, the worse I think they are. Why is Bonfire going up in price? Like, these aren't good. I mean, to be fair, if the deck ever becomes good, you're gonna need Bonfire. But do you even play 3 copies of Bonfire in this deck? I think you just play the 1, so you don't end up drawing 2 of them. Because this deck seems to be full of 2, 3, 4 card combos. It's got 1 card combos, of course. I think. It's got a 1 card combo, assuming your opponent controls a card in their field spell zone. Wait, I was seeing people on Twitter saying this deck was full of 1 card combos. Where are they? What about this deck is a 1 card combo? Is it this guy? Is it Vados? Is Vados a 1 card combo? I guess he is if your opponent has a field spell. Otherwise, it's a 2 card combo because you need to have the field spell. Now, the field spell is pretty easy to access. You have 1 Terraforming, you have 3 of Awakening, and you have 3 of Priestess. But it's still a 2 card combo. It just happens that the second card is very accessible. But the first card is not. There's only 3 copies of it. I guess you could search it off of Priestess. Is it Ashened? No, it's not. You can't search Vados. It's the Eruption Dragon of Extinction. You literally can't search this guy. Is there any way to get this guy? During your main phase, you can special summon 1 Ashen Monster from your hand. No. And he special summons from hand, not even from deck. What a bad card. Vados, or Awakening of Vados searches Vados. Assuming your opponent has a card in the field spell zone. So, better get lucky, idiot. Oh man, these cards are not good. I think Vados is interesting as a potential hand trap, especially with the potential ways you can use this to lock your opponent in a really unfun way. But luckily, a lot of the cards that would enable that kind of thing are banned now, so I don't feel like it's actually that much of a problem. If this guy was a dragon, that might be an issue because of Buster Blader stuff, but he's not. He's a pyro, despite being called a dragon. Yeah, okay, really cool aesthetic, neat idea for a mechanic, but I don't get the hype. I really don't get the hype. Unless they're like gonna make Valance meta, I don't see it. I'm very confused. Can you help in the comments below? Why don't you explain to me why this is good? I keep seeing people say it's good. I've seen a lot of people saying it's good. I just don't see it. This is I I did see one comment saying this is worse Warrock. I don't know if it's worse Warrock because it does have a pretty good hand trap, whereas nothing in the Warrock deck is independently good of Warrock. But man, it's kind of sitting in that realm. It was really cute that they made all the attack stats line up so that you get exactly lethal if you get to attack directly with all of them, but unless you give all of them piercing and make it lower their defense stats too, that's not gonna happen very often, I feel like. I could see losing to this in Master Duel though. Just like completely unprepared for it. You go and play Fire King or something, and just get completely wiped by it. I can see that, but yeah, I don't see much. But like you could do that with like Warrock. Warrock can completely come out into left field and stomp you out of nowhere, especially with the new cards like the Warrock Medium and all that. Crazy stuff that they're allowed to do. Yeah, I don't like these. All right, well, like I said, let me know down below if you think any of these cards are. Do you think about anything of these cards that I didn't mention? Either the Ashen cards or the rank 10 monster or that illusion monster that we looked at earlier. Just let me know. And yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hey there, thanks for watching another video. Why don't you give it a like, share it around, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell for notifications. You know, the YouTube stuff. You can also follow me on Twitch and Twitter for more content. I got content plenty for ya. You can also support the channel by giving me money. You have a Patreon. If you join the Patreon, you can show up in the credits over here. I would really appreciate that. You can also use my TCG player affiliate link to get any singles, sealed product, or accessories that you want, all to start supporting the channel at the same time. That's all for this one, and I'll see you in the next one. Be kind to yourselves, be kind to others, and have a wonderful rest of whatever time it is for you. Bye now!